Hey, I'm Jasquinae and we lit this motherfucking way. What's up, lit gang? I'm Jasquinae. Like I always say, we lit this way. You know what you see. The proof is in the pudding. Your girl ain't gotta explain. Y'all know me. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all ain't new to this. Y'all true to this. I know I have been gone for 4 long months, but I'm here to explain why, if you care to listen or if you care to know. So guys, before I get into this video, I just want to say, please, like, accept me back with open arms. I said I'm sorry. You accept that nigga back when he say he's sorry, but you can't. You think you can't forgive me for being gone for 4 months, and I said I'm sorry, but you keep forgiving that nigga over and over again. I just don't understand. But anywho, y'all, as y'all see by the title, this is a life update slash just where I've been and what's been going on, y'all. Great things have been happening, but I'm gonna start you from day one of when this process of where I'm at started. So y'all, so about in June or July, I was living with my mom with my 5 children, and I was not wanted there. I was not wanted in her house, and it had been known for 2 years that I was not wanted there, but things had begun to crumble when I was there, and it started to get bad. So the lights wound up getting cut off at my mom's house, and I was there in the dark with my children in the heat for 2 weeks with no power. And y'all, it was terrible. I'm talking about heat rashes, mosquitoes biting us. I had food stamps to get food, but like food was going bad fast. No cold drinks. The cold drinks was not lasting long, and like it was rough. It was ugly. It was terrible. But in the midst of me being there, while the lights was off, I was fasting and praying. I had been called to fast, but I wasn't like taking heed or taking it serious, because I didn't know what fast I wanted to do, and I was just learning. Like God was showing me, like, look, you don't just have to fast from food, you can fast from anything. Literally, it's just a sacrifice. So I chose to do a social media fast and a phone fast. And y'all, when I tell y'all, God did something so miraculous. God miraculously, that's my son over there, he's supposed to be at school, but he had a doctor's appointment. God so miraculously spoke to me and showed me what season I'm in, and that it was time to transition out of the season that I was in. When I was fasting, God told me what I'm called to do, and that I'm now on my mission to do that. As soon as I got that revelation, I'm talking about like that, things started turning in my life. Like I winded up moving from her place like a couple days after that happened, and winded up moving to my boyfriend's house. Things didn't work out. It didn't last long there. My mom had called her and started some drama and told her some lies. So I moved from over there, went to a girl house. I had just met her on Facebook like some weeks ago. I didn't really know her, but she opened her door to me, and I'm very grateful. Being there didn't last long. She was talking stuff about me, think I didn't hear her, and I just was uncomfortable. But while I was there, something else miraculous happened. I thought that God was not moving, he was not hearing me, he was not doing what he said he was going to do. I just was losing all hope, but something in me was clicking, and I'm like, look, if this is a test, I'm gonna pass it. So like, God could be moving and you just don't see it. Like I started to minister to myself and speak life into myself. I was like, God is moving, I just don't see it. And nothing is too hard for God. God is a way maker. He's a miracle worker. He's a promise keeper. He is not a God that shall lie. His word shall never return void. He can do all things but lie and fail us. About 2 weeks after being at her place, I wound up moving, calling the Providence House. Providence House is like a rehabilitation center for homeless people, to like rehabilitate you back into a normal life, a healthy life. And so I called the Providence House. When I first called, they didn't have no availabilities. Like they couldn't move me in, and I was number 135 on the wait list. Keep that in mind. When I heard that, I was a little happy, because I'm like, I don't want to go to no shelter anyways. I've been to a shelter in Texas before, and it was terrible. It was nothing that I would ever want to experience again. It was like they'll throw you food and make you go outside, and certain, like, they didn't give you, it's like they put dogs in a cage and just throw them food and then throw them outside. So then I wound up getting a call back the following day. I had emailed the Providence House, and I'm like, I'm a mother of 5, I'm about to be homeless, because where I was living, the girl apartment manager had told her if she had someone living with her, she was about to evict her, and that she was kept getting noise complaints. My kids were bumping a lot there, because they're kids, they want to play. I started getting a move on, and I started praying out and crying out to God. I just started crying out to him. While I was there, y'all, I went 2 weeks without eating so that my kids could eat. And I took that as another opportunity to fast. Y'all, I lost a drastic amount of weight while I was fasting. It wasn't a voluntary fast. It was kind of like I was forced to do it. I'm saying like God forced me to do nothing, but like I literally had to go 2 weeks without eating anything so that my children could eat and their food could last them. And y'all, it was terrible. I was down bad. But I remember crying out to God and just deciding that I'm going to keep the faith. I'm going to have hope in him. And that it don't matter what it looks like. God is always on the move. Sometimes he just wants us to be still and be quiet. quiet and trust him. The whole time I thought God wasn't doing nothing, baby. These people, the Providence House, called me back and asked me when could I move in. They prepared a room for me. Keep in mind, I was number 135 on the list. I was moved in above everybody else because I was in emergency take-in. They prepared a room for me. The room was already been prepared for me. Like, that was a revelation to me. Like, God will prepare rooms for you that you have never set foot in. You just gotta trust him. It may seem like he's doing nothing, but God is always up to something. He's moving on your behalf. You don't have to lift a finger or say a word. I took the first step and God did the rest. That's a word for somebody. When I came, I wound up missing my first day of getting here, and I lost all hope because the day before I went to my mom's house to get my belongings, and she had took all of me and my kids' stuff and replaced it with the stuff I was throwing away with trash, basically. So we literally had nothing to our name, nothing but what we had on, and a few, like 3-4 outfits each. So I wound up missing my move-in date, the original one, and I was sad. I was down on my luck. I just felt like giving up. Providence House called me back and offered me a second moving date, and I winded up coming because y'all, I had went off on a man on the phone because he was telling me, you know, you gotta keep these appointments, you can't miss these appointments. And I'm like, I know, but I don't have no control over other people's vehicles. I can't do nothing about it, y'all. I couldn't get a ride or nothing, right? The next day, I wound up moving in. No, I wound up moving later on the night. That night, I got here. I was scared, y'all. I was terrified. I didn't know what it was gonna be like, what I was gonna walk into. I was terrified out of my mind. But I came, conquered my fear. They welcomed me with open arms. I was on my take-in. People here were touched by me before they even saw my face. They said they felt my spirit before they saw my face. I came in, I hit the ground running. I had let them know what I want to do, how I want to do it. Told them I don't want to leave the way I came in here. And when I said that, I meant that mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. I want to really elevate in life and be successful. I don't want to just, you know, I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. I want to succeed. So fast forward till now, I have been in the Providence House for 2 months, going on 3, and I can tell you I am not gonna leave out these doors the same way I came in. I'm happy. I am at peace. I can see the glow. I don't got no stress, baby. They lifted the weights right off my shoulder when I came here. My shift in my life started when I decided to change my mind. When I decided to shift my mindset. Listen, you can't change your life until you change your mind and the way you think, the way you speak, the way you walk and talk and act. I had to drop my poverty mindset. I had to stop saying I'm poor or I'm sick, or I had to stop being so quick to feel sorry for myself and feel like, oh, this just keep happening. No. I had to start looking at the cup as halfway full instead of halfway empty. I changed my mind and my life started changing, y'all. I am now a certified licensed phlebotomist. I graduate Friday this week. I get certified, I get licensed when I take my test, but I'm speaking into existence. I'm already a licensed certified phlebotomist. Y'all, going to school was not easy. You know, I have 5 kids. I do it on my own. Every day I carry my stroller up and down the stairs every day. I got all 5 of my children in school, and it was hard to release them and let them go. But I got all of them in school, and I'm in school. I'm graduating this week, Friday, November 22nd. It was not easy, y'all. Every day I faced a new challenge, but I had to keep the faith and trust God, because God said no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I knew the weapons would form, but I also knew they would not prosper. Now I'm starting to face everything with prayer and faith and working. Yeah, now I'm enjoying the fruits of my labor in the promises of God. We can't do nothing without God. That's what this video is meant to say. That nothing is, look, until you do right by God, everything you touch gonna come. I'm just playing, but still, y'all, put God at the center of everything you're doing and watch how he turn it around. Watch how he move for you. Watch how he goes so hard for you in ways you would never imagine. Also, I start working next week, and I'm gonna be saving and place hunting. I'm gonna take y'all on a journey with my while I'm hunting for a place. The light looks so ugly now because y'all, it's about to rain. But I'm gonna take y'all on the journey. I just had to get my ducks in a row. I had to literally get to a better place mentally and spiritually, because now, y'all, I'm learning to control my anger. I'm getting parenting class, because y'all always wanted to like learn how to be a better parent to my children, parent them the way they need to be parented. Because the way I was parented, it wasn't terrible, but my mom, she didn't have, you know, the resources she needed to know how to be a parent. I don't fault her for that, but you know, I don't want to make the same mistakes or, you know, the same, you know. But I love y'all and thank y'all so much for tuning into this video if you did, and I really hope y'all enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to get back with y'all and talk to y'all and you don't see that shit with you. But anywho, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications. I just want to show y'all my pink case. I ain't sleek. But anywho, I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace. Oh no, not fuck y'all, I'm sorry.